Hi, my name is Emily Ionelli, and despite all the things that are going on in my personal life and trying to hang in there as best I can, I am fortunate that I have some good friends. I love my son and my wife and family. I've been introduced to something I really enjoy, doing karaoke with the nicest of people. They're all wonderful and kind, caring people. And I know I can't sing, but I try my best, and I'm in awe of the people who I do see sing. And they put their heart and soul into what they sing. For me, it's more like just having fun because I really can't sing. I try, I want to be part of the experience, and I think it's important, especially when you're going through things emotionally, mentally. I'm dealing with recent events. I'm dealing with my car accident. I'm dealing with my concerns, how it's going to impact on my future driving, my insurance implications, and I am getting a little more apprehensive getting behind the wheel of a car. When I was talking to the agent and he suggested that I get a rental car, I said I'm not really emotionally up to driving, and he said you're entitled to a car and accidents happen. So I realized I really do need a car to get around. And then not only did he encourage me for renting a car, my claims manager at my insurance company, he also encouraged me to start seeking a car. And I said I'm kind of worried to do this, because of all that's happening. I'm worried about my premiums increasing. I'm worried I'm going to be blamed for the accident, even though I had no control over it. And he just said, look, accidents happen. You need not worry. Things will work themselves out. So I'm going based on what he told me. So I'm driving in a car, a leased car. I still have a lot of anxiety. I suffer from depression. I'm supposed to have surgery in less than a month. And I'm worried about my son. So the few times I get out to the Queens LGBT Center and the karaoke that we do once a month, it helps. And I have great friends. And I am grateful for my friend Chase, who helped me get into this. And I've met so many nice people all along. I've only done the karaoke maybe 3 times, and every time I go, it's fun. I used to be extremely shy to get up and sing, because first of all, I can't sing. I don't have the talent to sing, but I learned something. It doesn't matter, you just go up there and you try your best, and people appreciate that, that you're giving it your best effort. I got criticized on a YouTube video that I posted where I sang Hot Child in the City, and the comments said that's one of the worst versions of that song I ever heard. He prefaced it by saying sorry, and then he said that generally if I feel somebody leaves me a harassment kind of comment, I report them. But I didn't need to report this comment because he was being honest. And besides, I really knew I didn't do a good job on that singing. So I just said to him in the reply that I am not a singer. I'm doing it more for fun. And I realized I botched it up and I didn't sing it like someone who really knows how to sing would. But the truth of the matter is I'm not singing it to become famous. I'm singing just to have fun, especially with all of the recent incidents that have occurred. You know, I have to find ways to just go on in my life and try to be happy. But I'm also worried about my son, you know. It's fine that I'm getting out there and I'm doing things. But, you know, I got to also try to find avenues where my son can get help and participate and feel like he's loved and connected to a wonderful bunch of people. And my son is 20. He's very depressed. We're looking at the reality that he's going to go into a group home, and it's tearing me apart emotionally. And people think it's the easiest thing you do. You know, you just find a group home, you make sure it's a good one, and then basically you sign your son off over to them, and then they take care of him for the rest of his life, while we relinquish that right. And really, the only times we get to visit is maybe for a weekend, like not even a full weekend, part of a weekend, where we get to take them out a few hours and then we have to return them. You know, I can't understand how people just say, oh, you know, like dismiss it like, you know, you're doing what's right for him. And I realize I am. But I'm a human being. I have feelings. I have emotions. I've grown with my son since he was a baby. I had dreams for him, you know, and those dreams are seemingly going away one by one. And now all I can hope for is that he finds his life somehow and can find some sense of happiness, because it's killing me too. And I hurt for my son. I only want what's best for him, you know? I know I'm not perfect. If I could have done something to prevent him from struggling like he does, of course I would. But that's how he was born. And I have my own struggles too, you know? And I've attempted suicide because of my depression. And it's not like I'm looking for sympathy. It's because I'm depressed. I feel trapped. Nobody respects me as the way I am now. Only a few people. And that's why I have such a great time with the LGBT community. Because they understand me and they accept me. Mainstream society doesn't care about people like me. Even my sisters I grew up with my whole life don't care about me because I'm the way I am. And a lot of my former friends feel the same way, you know? And, you know, sometimes I wonder, why do I go on? Why must I live with this pain? Why must I see my son suffer? And I'm not being overly dramatic. I'm speaking from my heart. And I am very sad and I'm depressed. And I can't struggle like this anymore. It's killing me financially, emotionally. You know, the very few times I get out and sing, I'm lucky I have a friend like Chase who gets me out and checks up on me, you know? And now I'm supposed to have a surgery that's pretty traumatic and it's going to change my whole life. And as much as I want it and have been waiting to do it for the longest time, and the fact that it's been postponed so many times, you know, I don't know. I'm going with it as of now. It's scheduled for September 10th. But it's going to be a major impact in my life. I'm not going to be able to do much for the period of time the recovery is. And my son wants to go out. And I won't be able to take him out. And I'm having fun going to karaoke and singing and meeting nice people, and I won't be able to do that as well. Basically, I'll be lying home on a couch with the TV on and trying my best to recover. and adapting to a whole different change. So I don't know sometimes. And my son is my priority, and I'm not, if I do go with surgery, it's not because I'm selfish. You know, it's not because I think all my problems are going to go away. It's just something that I felt would be a necessary aspect of my transition. I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm not looking for pity. You know, I'm just trying to find my own sense of happiness because I know that life is precious. I lost my dad. I lost my mom to mental illness, my dad to suicide. I lost my nephew to overdose. I lost a cousin to suicide. You know, I've attempted suicide. I've been sick because of the way I've been treated in the aftermath of my transition. I don't think I've been given a fair assessment of who I am, and I don't believe that I should ever impose my feelings and beliefs about my gender identity on other people. But at the same time, I don't think they should impose their beliefs and make me feel guilty because of who I am. You know, it's a two-way street. I'm not demanding people accept me, but at the same time, I'm asking for respect and not to be criticized for who I am. I'm a human being just like you or anyone else, you know? And it really bothers me when we have political leaders, even President of the United States, who condemn us.